Welcome everyone, Kyle here. It is Saturday, and when you know what that means, it's weekly purchases. The time of the week where we find out what came through the door via UPS, the post office, DHL, Amazon, and most importantly, what I find out in the stores this week. It's weekly purchases. So this week, another busy week. Hopefully you guys were watching the videos on the channel. Like and subscribe if you have not already. A lot of good unboxings and reviews this week. Obviously, the Jakks Classic Superstars Deep Dive continued. I opened up the Old Man Hawkeye, the Old Man Logan 2-pack, the new Spider-Man Retro Wave, which could be the wave of the year. Did Elite 79 last Sunday. Also, we did the Bret Hart Goldberg 2-pack. And you cannot forget, after a year and a half wait, Thundercats. Finally opened up the Thundercats and talked about those. So if you missed any of those videos, go back and check them out. It was an exciting week. This week has been a crazy week. One reason it's been crazy, I have been living a lie. Yes, it's true. I've been lying to myself all this time. We're going to get into it more in weekly purchases. There's the dangling carrot, if there ever was one. But something shocking happened, and I've been living a lie, and you'll find all out about it very soon. But another thing this week, figure hunting. Hopefully you guys watched my figure hunt video. Hit up old IKEA. Drove the 3.5 hour trip there and 3.5 hours back. Loaded up with IKEA. Hit some stores along the way. Got some major renovations that we're doing in the figure room. Had to go pick up some more stuff from IKEA. I need to, be their #1 sponsor. They should be of this show or something at this point. As much money as I'm spending at IKEA these days. I should mention it's the 3rd anniversary of my daughter. Congratulations to Elle. 3 years ago on this day, September 19th, she got her certificate after watching every single episode of Webster. Amazing. Just an amazing feat at that young age. I think she was just maybe 6 years old at the time. That's a heck of a feat for any 6-year-old. Watched every single episode of Webster, and she even got the certificate to prove it. So congratulations to Elle on such a special anniversary. Talking a little figure news this week. Not a ton out there. The calm before the storm. As you guys know, next week, Hasbro Con. Next Thursday or Friday, Saturday next week. I believe pre-orders. You can pre-order some of the stuff. I believe starting Wednesday. I'm getting a little anxiety going. I need that Cobra Commander. I need that Marvel Legends Hellfire Club. Maybe that Star Wars. Maybe that Power Rangers. I just got to decide if I want to pay the $50 to be a part of that Hasbro Club membership. If any of you guys are a part of that right now, leave me a comment. Tell me about it. I love the idea of getting free shipping, but I don't order a lot from Hasbro Pulse. As time and time again, I've found stuff long in the stores before they've shipped my stuff out. But it sounds like this is the only way to get these exclusives. So it's a bit of a catch-22. So I got decisions to be made before next Wednesday if I'm going to spend that $50 just for the chance to get that. And Hasbro Con, we talked about it. They're going to have the G.I. Joe, Transformers, all the Hasbro properties. They're going to have news, probably a lot of figure reveals, plus those pre-orders. So next week should be a pretty exciting week for our Hasbro licensed figures we like out there. So very excited. Some more figure news this week. Super 7, hot on the heels of finally releasing Series 1 of Thundercats, are releasing pre-order for Series 4 Thundercats. And you guys know, I'm sure, Series 2 and Series 3 of the Thundercats figures have not shown up yet. No ETA for sure, 100%. We don't know when we're getting them. But Series 4 is up for pre-order right now. Monkeyin, Linkso, Poomra, and Snowman. I've seen all the Thundercat episodes a couple times. I forgot about Poomra. It was Mumra in disguise, one of the earlier episodes. I forgot all about that one. It's pretty deep cut, as I think he was only that maybe in one episode, maybe two. But, they can't all be the big hitters. But Series 4, so the line continues. Hopefully it continues long after that. Hopefully the quality's good. Hopefully we get them all in a reasonable amount of time. But Thundercats Series 4, jump on that if you're a Thundercats person like me. The review will be on the channel when they do come, along with 2, 3. So there you go. NECA Ninja Turtle, Cartoon Turtles, Turtle Anxiety, about to ramp back up. Target exclusive, Trag and Granitor, 2-pack. Just showed, got some pretty in-package pictures this week via NECA. So those, I would say, are probably in the next 4 weeks going to be out there. So get ready for Turtle Anxiety. it'll be interesting with that said, as that's a bit of a deep cut in the Turtle line. I don't know if that's going to jump off the shelves like a Bebop and Rocksteady. I guess time will tell on that one. Maybe the anxiety is not as heavy as some of the other ones, but anxiety nonetheless, that's for sure with the Ninja Turtles. We also saw this week the new G.I. Joe 3 3/4 scale, old school size, Walmart exclusive, Series 2. What was it? Scarlet, Roadblock, Destro, I believe, were the 3 that are going to be released. You guys know I got Baroness, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, oh gosh, maybe a month ago on weekly purchases. So that line is continuing as a Walmart exclusive. Kind of a mixed bag on my end on those. They are actually peg warming, and there's 3 stores locally that have them. They're really not selling a lot. Unfortunately, a lot of them have been ship damaged, so maybe that's hurting it. The pegs have been ripped off. If you're an inbox guy like I am with those, you don't want anything to do with those figures because they're ripped up. But an interesting line. We'll see where that goes. I want retro 6-inch like a lot of you probably do as well. So we'll see where that ends up going. We also saw Marvel Legends this week. We saw Silk as the fan choice winner. Kind of a deep cut again. I think a lot of people were surprised that won, as that was in a Spider-Man series 3 years ago maybe. I actually passed on that one at the time, so this works out all right for me. I need that Marvel Legends Silk. So I'm totally cool with that. And then finally, the only other thing we were talking about, or we saw released this week really, was a production image, a promo image, sounds like it was leaked from Germany, of He-Man, Castle Grayskull, old school Castle Grayskull. A lot of you guys, myself included, had it as a kid. We loved it. We played with it all the time. I cannot wait to get that. It sounds like it's going to be in the $75 price point. And good news, it's going to release in time for Christmas, which makes sense. Those expensive bases, vehicles, stuff like that, Christmas time is the best time to release those figures. People are out spending extra money as Christmas gifts and stuff. You're going to sell a heck of a lot more of those in November, December than you will in January, February. That is for sure. I will definitely be getting those. The question is, do I need 2? Do I need 1 in the box and 1 to open? Definitely getting 1 to open. I cannot pass that up. So very interesting times. But like I did say, the news has been slow this week. A lot of slow news. We got New York Toy Fair coming up at the beginning of October. Hopefully there'll be some news from that. Obviously HasbroCon next week. So it's a little quiet. The quiet before the storm, as some would say. Or as I just did. But there you go there. So that's about it for news. But we got Album of the Week. We might as well jump into that. This week I spent a lot of time in my Jeep Wagoneer. It's old school. It doesn't have satellite radio. It's got a CD player, an aftermarket CD player from back in the day. And what did I bust out this week? I had Deep Purple's Greatest Hits. Normally, I'm not a huge Deep Purple, I'm a huge Deep Purple guy. I'm not a huge Greatest Hits guy. I like the albums. I love, In Rock and Machine Head and Stormbringer. I mean, come taste the band. You can go on and on. I could talk Deep Purple for days. I love every incarnation of Deep Purple, especially the Richie Blackmore years for sure. So absolutely love that. Probably my favorite song of the week I was playing was Stormbringer. That's David Coverdale of Whitesnake. A lot of people don't know he was the singer for Deep Purple for a while. Glenn Hughes, it goes on and on. So this week's basically Deep Purple's Greatest Hits, but you can't go wrong with almost any album. Outside of some of those 90s and early 2000 albums, I wasn't a huge fan of those. The comeback album in 86, Perfect Strangers, that's a great one. But Deep Purple, albums of the week. That is for sure, but that's it. On a very slow news week, slow things going on, let's get into the weekly purchases and let me tell you all about how I've been living a lie. All right, guys, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the weekly purchases. And like I said, we're going to talk about why I've been living a lie. You're probably wondering, why is that early Legends Rick Rude figure hanging out on the desk here? This isn't a new weekly purchase, as we know you've already had this one. I have had this one. But I found something out that I never knew. How this flew under my radar. You guys tell me in the comments if you knew about this. I'm sure some of you guys did, but I had no idea. I was clued in about 2 weeks ago, and I had to right this wrong immediately. And that is this Rick Rude figure. So, you guys know, you see my Elite collection behind me. I have every single Elite that's ever been made. Well, I thought that was true, and it is not. I've went through this checklist so many times in my life, and I always see one. I'm like, wait, I don't have that. And then I run down here. Oh, yeah, I have that. I forget, you know, I don't even know how many elites there are yet. Is there probably 500? Who knows, for all I know. However, there was a Rick Rude, very similar to this one, the old school Legends Rick Rude we all know and love. But this one, so this one I did not have. It is basically the same as this, but repainted. You can see the much darker colors on the tights on this one. This one was a UK exclusive that came in a ring 2-pack with the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior is the exact same as the Warrior we had in the Target line. This Rude is very similar, but like I said, the tights are different. I did not have this. So I had to buy this one immediately to right that wrong in my collection. I was just shocked. I could not believe. Then it makes you doubt yourself. What else am I missing out there? Is there something else? I know I'm good now. I had to go through everything and look through the lineups and all that. But I was totally shocked, totally flabbergasted, totally fell off my chair. So I could not believe I was missing this one. But this Recruits here can go along with this one. Maybe I'll put this one in the WCW set, this one in the WWF set. Kind of break them up, but very happy to have both Rick Rudes. And Rick Rudes being one of my favorites. I can't believe I missed that. Like I said in the comments, if you knew about that, you let me know. I don't know how that flew under my radar. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's get to the rest of the weekly purchases. Not the biggest week, not the smallest week, somewhere in the middle. This is kind of the hodgepodge week. A little bit of everything came through the door. I truly thought this would be a very slow week. Fairly slow, not super busy. We've definitely had bigger. We'll see what next week brings. Like we always say, you just never know. You think it's going to be a slow week, then things ramp up, things start to be found out there, and away you go, you're off to the races. And that's what happened this week. Let's start it off, and we'll start off with something. This came in the door about 5 minutes ago, hot off the mail truck. GameStop Exclusive, Jango Fett. I passed on the old school Black Series Jango Fett. I'm glad they re-released it, a little bit updated, a little bit cleaned up. You know how Star Wars does it. You hate it, but you love it at the same time. People that had this, you probably don't need this one. I needed it because I didn't have the original Jango Fett. GameStop Exclusive, like I said, through the door. Coming soon to an unboxing video near you. See you later. And then this week, we talk about it. I get them every once in a while. Micro Brawlers. Not a massive Micro Brawler collector. Not a completist by any means. I like the ECW guys. I like the 80s, 90s stars. Honky Tonk Man scratches that itch for me. I love the Honky Tonk Man, especially in this blue Hasbro-inspired gear. Had to pick this bad boy up for sure. And then the same seller, I got PCO. I said, oh, why not? I don't mind PCO. I'll get both of these. So I got 2 Micro Brawlers this week that will be opened up. So there you go. See you later, Micro Brawlers. And then back to Star Wars. That's kind of the way it's going, I guess. Look at this bad boy, the heavy-duty, heavy infantry Mandalorian. Some of you guys may remember this from the end of 2019, I believe this came out. This was a Best Buy exclusive. Well, I stocked my 3 Best Buys. They never got this in. I never saw it. I was like, this is one of those things I'm just never going to find. I never found it in the stores. I have no idea what happened with this. Apparently, it was re-released this summer through Entertainment Earth, stuff like that. I slept on it. I said, I'll get it. Hopefully, it'll go to the store. Still never saw it in the store. Saw it on Mercari for $30 shipped this week. I said, you know what? I'm going to finally pull the trigger. I need this Mandalorian. This is not the Mandalorian I'm looking for, though. I still have yet to find that new Mandalorian that's hitting the stores, so my eyes are being kept for that. See you later. I will find that new Mandalorian. It's just a matter of time until I get it. So there you go. A little wrestling came through the door this week. I didn't find this one in the store. I ended up buying this on Amazon as it was cheaper than the store. And this set, 110, it has not hit my area yet. Mike Bennett, or Mike Kanellis, sorry. Mike Kanellis, his only WWE figure ever. So I had to have that, even though it's a basic form. But see you later, Mike. Needed you, that's for sure. So cross that one off the list. We'll do one Lucy. Why not? Let's do a Lucy. How about CM Punk, Jax, Ruthless Aggression? You know, guys, I'm working on that collection. Still trying to get there. It's getting tougher and tougher. I say it every week. Every once in a while, I'll find one. That one popped up. I thought I had it. I did not. So I picked that one up, like anybody would. Speaking of Jax, Ruthless Aggression, another one that's taken me forever. This is from the Rey Mysterio 2-pack, Rene Dupree. Nothing really special about this one. It's just part of that WrestleMania 2-pack with Rey. just takes a while to find one. I didn't want to spend $30 on the 2-pack to open it up. Really wanted to find a minty loose one. Found that one for around $10. That's the way to do it. It's tough to play that long game, but even I do it sometimes. So there you go. Another loose one. Same thing with Bone Crunchers. Bone Crunchers don't get a lot of love, even on this channel from me on the show. But I am working on a complete Bone Cruncher collection. Longtime followers of me know I bought the old mythical David C. Anderson collection. Maybe a year ago now. I don't even know when that was. Probably about a year ago. I bought his whole collection, which he was meticulous about buying those, taking them off the cards, putting them into a bag, nice, fresh, sealed. It's going to be a nice surprise when you guys see my new collection video, which should be coming one of these days. I get asked literally every couple of days somewhere on Twitter, at SirPaul64, of course, Instagram, at _Kyle_Peterson. That would be the Instagram. I get hit up a lot, or on the YouTube videos. When's the next video tour of your collection coming? It's coming, probably this winter. Like I said, I've got so much IKEA stuff I got to build. So many Detolfs I got to build. I got to rearrange a bunch of stuff. There's a lot. I feel like I'm in a construction war zone. There's also a thing in my area called spring cleanup, where all your like junk and old furniture, heavy-duty items, you put them on the curb, the garbage comes, picks them up, takes them away. Well, this year it was supposed to be in March. COVID delayed it till May. Then it got delayed again. It's actually this weekend. I have so much. I have my front formal living room and formal dining room of my house is just full of stuff that's going to go to the curb. That's going to give me a ton of more room to like build some of this stuff and kind of map things out, put some storage for now. But long story short, there will be a new collector's video. I can do the whole walkthrough like I did last time. And then my plan is I'm going to do like a Mattel walkthrough. I'll do a Hasbro walkthrough. I'll do a Marvel Legends walkthrough. I'll do a Star Wars walkthrough, Ninja Turtle walkthrough. Maybe like 12 separate videos of a little bit more long form. It'll give you a nice, 40-minute walkthrough of everything real quick, and then we can deep dive into each segment. That's my plan right there. You guys tell me if you like that idea or what, but we'll get to it. Long story short, got a little long-winded. Here's the Bone Cruncher Big Show referee. This was one I was missing. I had the rest of the guys in this pack, but I did not have this one. Found it real cheap, playing that long game. That's what I'm doing. I'm not in a huge rush on those Bone Crunchers just as they show up. And to be honest with you guys, it's tough to remember everything in my head. And I see Bone Crunchers and I have to go check, and it's a lot more of a drawn-out process than some other things. But happy to have big show through the door this week. Marvel Legends, they continue. There's no current new set out there. Well, there is a Deadpool set, but I got that months ago. Now it's like store exclusive city, just kind of picking things. Got this one off Amazon this week, the Domino figure from the Deadpool 2 movie. Funny fact, my dog, we all know Lemmy, but Lemmy's sister, also a Corgi Poo, named Domino after this character and the Kiss song. So there you go, a little Easter egg for you there. And then the hunt is over. We talked about the Moon Knight hunt last week. I said I was so happy to be done with that one. But unfortunately, I have to turn my attention now to the Iron Man Marvel Legends exclusive that's starting to hit. Well, what do you know? What was found week 1 of the search? Bam! There's Iron Man, the Silver Centurion edition. This was actually when I was a kid and I first started reading some Iron Man. This was the suit he was in. So that either tells you how old I was or how long ago that was, whatever. But very happy to find this in week 1 of the hunt. I got to throw a little special shout out to my boy Frosty out there. Old Frosty was at his Walgreens, hicked me up, said, "Hey Kyle, aren't you looking for this one?" Why, yes I am. And he tipped me off to where it was, and it was actually the Walgreens right by my office. Popped in there, knocked it out, Iron Man off the deck. And then, of course, what happens, the minute I find a Walgreens exclusive, we know what happens. We get Walgreens announcing there's a new Stormtrooper, a Clone Trooper Star Wars exclusive at Walgreens. So now the hunt's back on at Walgreens. I'm never going to get out of these Walgreens stores. It's just the way it's going to go. I've also seen, I actually saw it in person at that Walmart or Walgreens. There's going to be a 4-foot, either an end cap or in-aisle display of Marvel figures. And it sounds like there was a little release. I don't know if it's official or not. Nobody's really confirmed anything from Hasbro. Maybe they will this coming week. But the Eternals movie figures, rumors are those may be a Walgreens exclusive. I don't know if that movie's going to be delayed or not. But they kind of showed the Salma Hayek figure. I forget her name. I'm not a huge Eternals guy. But it sounds like that line might be a Walgreens exclusive, or at least a figure or two. Time will tell, but if you guys remember back to last year for Christmas, they had a 4-foot Marvel display for the whole holiday season, really about this time through the end of the year. It looks like that's coming back up this year, so there should be a lot more toys at Walgreens. We talked about it last week. G.I. Joe is even at Walgreens, so there could be a good spot for you to find some stuff at Walgreens if you're out there searching for figures. How about this one? A lot of positive comments about this a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it was a week ago. You guys saw my G.I. Joe diorama build. Steve Boyd out there, he's on Facebook. He sells these. It's a labor of love. He makes these himself. Diorama kit, kind of a shelf display type thing. I had the Destro bunker that I did a review and diorama build of. Well, his next one, the Serpent's Heart Command Dojo, goes great with your new Red Ninjas, Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, all the ninjas. A very similar process. So I might do a unboxing build video like I did for that Destro one of this one. So very, very cool. Happy to have this. I always love these outside of the box ideas. I love dioramas and fan projects, which kind of brings it to, I forgot to talk about it earlier in the show. I've had a couple of people ask, and I've also posted a picture or two maybe this week on social media. How's the X-Men mansion coming? Last week I showed that great Fisher-Price dollhouse I got pretty cheap. Well, this week, part of weekly purchases, I spent about $60 in, paint and brushes and basically paint and brushes and sealers and that kind of stuff. But I've been working away. I've been painting each section every night. So therapeutic. You just sit back and you paint and you just sit outside and you listen to the birds chirp while you're painting out there and just putting that X-Mansion together. So relaxing for a guy that never gets to relax. But I've been working on it. My wife's supposed to help me. She hasn't really helped me yet besides go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby with me to pick up some stuff. Besides that, no help. Hopefully she'll help me. I would love to have that finished for next week's weekly purchases video, maybe. I've been kind of documenting it. I'll probably put a video up as a bonus video or something, because I am definitely not an artist. I am definitely not somebody, but it's coming along okay, at least for me. It's not going to be like some showroom piece or some amazing person, but I think it'll be one of those things, kind of like a classic car. You see it from like, 5 houses down. You're like, oh my gosh, that's mint condition. Then you get closer to it, and you say, oh, there's a little rust, a nickel-sized rust back by the fender. That's kind of how this will be. It'll look great from a distance, but I bet if you get up real close, you'll say, oh, there's a little paint smudge there, a little paint overspray there. It is what it is. It's going to look great from a distance when you look at it. If you get close, who knows? But we'll see. Hopefully next week I'll show it. If not next week, I'm sure the next week. But we'll count it as a weekly purchase. And also part of my IKEA trip was in part to get us something to display that on. I'm going to try to build that into a whole diorama in my Marvel Legends room as a display piece and whatnot. So much, much more to come on that one in the next few weeks. All right, next up, here's a weird one. I don't know why I bought this. I was at Books A Million. They had a big 50% off sale. This was, and then 50% off of 50% off or something like that. I don't know what it was, 15. But anyways, I got this Fortnite figure. You guys know I dabble in the Fortnite figures. I don't know anything about Fortnite. I've never played it. I've never watched it. Nothing. This guy was only $4 on clearance. I said, there's got to be a use for him somewhere in my world. $4, I can't pass that up. Maybe I could pop that head off, put somebody else's head on there. There's got to be something to do. This guy's name's a Wild Card. Pick a card, any card. And I have like 3 or 4 Fortnite figures. I've shown them. I've never unboxed them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an unboxing video of all these weird things I've picked up, like Rick and Morty figures, Fortnite figures, the Scooby-Doo van. It's going to be the hodgepodge weird, I don't know what I got myself into buying figures video. I think I'll do an unboxing of those one of those days. See you later, Fortnite. You had a good run. How about another Lucy, a Jax, another CM Punk? I don't know. CM Punk's actually one of my favorite wrestlers. I don't know how I missed this one. I thought I had it. I think I had an all-yellow tights one. Maybe it confused me or something, but totally missing that one. I'm glad to have that off the books. And now one I've been talking about on my fig hunts, weekly purchases, been talking about the anxiety. Well, this week it was time to make that end. Hopefully you guys watched my figure hunting video yesterday. Every Friday, pumping out a figure hunting video, my figure hunts for the week. Well, this was the week. They finally came through. I found my unpunched He-Man set. You guys know I've unboxed these videos months ago. I did the He-Man set. But those were, beat-up cards, whatnot. Those were the openers. This will be my mint in box set, I guess. I already have He-Man, I already have Skeletor, but these are unpunched. As you can see, the peg hole on the top is not punched. That's the only way to go. If you're getting a mint on card set of this, you got to get the unpunched. That's a true collector. It's beautiful. You got to go that way, and that's what I did. So let's hit the old kazoo. So yeah, how could you not get a kazoo for the unpunched? Hopefully my streak continues. As some of you guys probably know, the new Masters of the WWE Universe are hitting, the Series 4. I've got to find those unpunched as well. The anxiety is always so high when those come out. I need a loose set and an mint on card unpunched set. It's always dangerous times. That's going to be a hard set to find. But the heat is on. The challenge is on. I'm hitting the ground running starting this week. Actually, starting tomorrow, I'm going to hit some stores. Hopefully they show up. We'll see. More to come. More exclusive. It's a week of exclusive that came through the door. A lot of these figures I had no idea. I had no plans for. Pre-orders came in. What do you know? Outback Hulk from the Gamerverse came in. I don't know what to think of this one. We'll see. I'm going to unbox it. That's for sure. I always do. It's a Hulk from the game, apparently. But then I've heard, I don't play the game. Maybe some of you guys do. If you have, tell me about it. But he's not even in the game, or that's what I've been hearing from people. So, very strange. But I'll compare him to the other Hulks we got and stuff. But I always like a Hulk figure because, I love big figures. I love face-painted figures. Big figure, face-painted figure. This Hulk checks all my boxes. Definitely picking that. I definitely picked that one up. What was weird about that Hulk was, originally they said you could only get it if you bought the Avengers game. Then about a month later, you could just pre-order him on his own. So I guess that didn't go over so hot. Maybe people weren't picking up the game or didn't want the figure. I don't know what happened there, but happy to have that Hulk off the list. I'm building a Gamerverse shelf. I don't play the games. It's just kind of makes no sense at all. It's just crazy. It's somebody that loves figures and loves Marvel figures is what it is. So there you go. Now the big heavy hitter purchase of the week, Amazon exclusive, Psylocke, Nimrod, Phantom X, Marvel Legends 3-pack. I guess this is their big 3-pack or their big box set exclusive for the end of the year. You guys probably remember back last year they had the Alpha Flight exclusive, which is a great set. If you haven't picked that up, pick that bad boy up. Happy to have this one. Nimrod, this isn't the Nimrod I know. I'll definitely unbox this. We'll talk about that in the video. Maybe I'll even bust out my old Toy Biz Nimrod. But I still love having a Nimrod. I know Nimrod from the comics as a kid. But very happy to have this 3-pack, the X-Force members and Nimrod. Hey, I'm all in. So very happy to have that through the door. And oh boy, we still got a few things to come. This is a busier week than anticipated, like I said. Funko USA, we unboxed their bobbleheads of the Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior very early on in the channel, maybe 4 months ago, right when we were starting. I was blown away the quality of those, especially that Ultimate Warrior. One of the greatest bobbleheads, little mini statues I've ever seen. I highly recommend that Ultimate Warrior. I had Warrior, I have Savage. I said, you know what? I was blown away by those two so much. I gotta get the Hulk Hogan. Well, the Hulk Hogan finally came through the door. We're going to unbox this one. We'll see what all the fuss is about on this Hogan. But very, very cool. I'm going to put those 3 bobbleheads together. You guys probably know I'm not a huge bobblehead guy, but sometimes you got to, I guess. So pulled the trigger. How about this one? Star Wars Rebel Osaka Tano, whatever. I got this from GameStop. You guys know I've complained about GameStop a couple weeks ago. They really messed up the Star Wars Rebels set for me. I pre-ordered all of them. They ended up giving them away to somebody else. Then they were trying to piece them together. They had all my pre-order money. I happened to go there this week. Said, hey, I want all my pre-order money back. I'm canceling this. I've been finding the stuff, the set at other stores, online, etc. Well, when I went to GameStop, this was sitting on the shelf. I said, I pre-ordered this. You didn't even call me. It's sitting on the shelf. Basically, I got all my pre-order money back. Put it towards this. They gave me this figure and $1.01 back. So I walked in there, got my money, got $1.01 back plus this figure. So there you go. One of these days I'll do a Star Wars Rebels unboxing. See you later. How about the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast figure came through the door this week? Figure. Card. Jeez, I got figures on the mind. But let's see what I got for the card. Let's see what it looks like. Did I get one of the autographed ones? I don't know. I have not got any of the special ones yet. I've always got the plain ones. Let's see what comes through here. Can I get it out? You got to be smarter than the card. What do you know? Look who got an autographed one. Chelsea Green. Autographed edition. My first exclusive one. Number 51 of 100. How about that? Right here, live on camera. My lucky day. Congratulations to me. Thank you very much. I work hard. Thank you. All right. Finishing up. We just got 2 more. We'll save the biggest one, or one of my favorite ones, for last. Might as well, huh? Admiral Piet. I slept on this one. He warmed the shelves forever. I passed. Well, finally, I passed so long he was out of the stores. That happens to me every once in a while with these Star Wars figures. So I've been playing the long game. Maybe I can find a cheap Lucy. Well, Books A Million, we talked about that Fortnite figure. They had 50% off and then 15% off that, whatever it was. I got this for $9. Very happy to have this off the list. I can put him with all the other guys from the original Star Wars movie. See you later. And finally, it's time for the Kazoo once more. Did you guys know that means I finished a collection? So what collection did I finish this week? And it's one that a lot of you guys love. You guys know my love for the Jakks Classic Superstars. You know I have pretty much every single one. Outside of the crazy 1 of 100s, 1 of 20s, that kind of stuff. I don't have those, but I got everything else. So I did convince myself in doing this weekly videos of Jakks. I said, you know what? I slept on it back in the day. The best of Jakks Classic Superstars. I said, no, I don't need these. I already had these figures. I don't need them just for the little sticker on there, but what do you know? This was the last one I was missing. I said, I'm gonna buy them all. We'll do a video on them at the very end of the singles run. Best of Classic Superstars, Bret Hitman Hart, the last one I was missing, completes that Jakks set. Now I think truly the only thing I'm missing is maybe the 1 of 100s, all those. I only have 2 of those. The 1 of 20s. I just don't foresee myself picking those up. But you guys, hopefully you're enjoying the videos. I think you guys are. I definitely enjoy a history and walking down and reliving some memories of finding those Jakks Classic Superstars. That is for sure. So there you have it. I think we've said it all this week. Like I said, it was a hodgepodge. It was a this and that week. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I expect a lot of the same next week, and then it should start ramping up again. Targets and Walmarts are doing their kind of pre-Christmas resets. You know, the big reset was in August. There's usually another pretty big one around February, March. There's a mini reset. There's a summer mini reset, and then there's the fall, late fall, early winter, summer mini reset. And that's what we're going to see at Walmart. We're going to see like that Venomized Captain America have some shelf space, possibly some He-Man on the shelf, possibly a few other things. So should be some surprises in store. That Decade of Domination should be here very soon from Walmart. A few other pre-orders, but I think the best is ahead of us here in the next maybe month or so. Next week should be pretty slow, but we'll see. Watch my figure hunting video. I'll be out in the stores. I think I got a trip to an unnamed land, a part of the state I had never been to, shockingly enough. So I am working on my plans next week, so you might see some weird stores as I tour the state of Iowa next week. So there you go. So there you have it. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the video. Do whatever you want. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. The march to 3,000 continues. We're getting closer and closer. I got a big giveaway box of stuff I have doubles of, things Mattel sent me, you name it, that we'll give away here soon. So tell a friend. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We'll get there very soon, and I'll dish out some of this stuff to you guys. As usual, follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, at _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. And that's, I think, it. I think we've said it all, like I said. So remember, peace sells, but who's buying? I'm Kyle. See you guys all next week.